Hey there, so in this video I have a super successful plus size model that's going to be joining me in this video to give you all of the tips on how you could potentially become a plus size model as well. Hey there, it is your girl Kamla-Kay from Kamla-Kay.com. I am an agency signed professional model and a modeling coach for aspiring models. So in this video, I have a special guest for you. My friend, my girl, is a super successful plus size model living in New York City, booking all of the major campaigns. So I'm going to let her introduce herself to you, and then we're going to get right into the video on how you could also potentially become a plus size model with a modeling agency contract.
So hey guys, my name is Hadassah Mcgrew. I'm a plus size model here in New York City. Hey. I'm with Muse Model Management here in New York City, and then my mother agency is Kim Dawson in Dallas, Texas. Triple D reppin'.
This video is going to be broken up into two parts. The first half is going to be talking about things such as self-esteem, body image, essentially what is it that you have to do to prepare yourself to start submitting yourself to a modeling agency. And then the second half of the video, we're going to talk about how to actually take those steps, how to go about actually getting the attention of the right modeling agency. So excited that we're doing this together, so let's kick it off. Okay, so self-esteem, self-confidence, things that you and I both know we really have to have as it relates to being a model in this industry. So you being a plus size model, what advice can you give to other curvy girls out there who are looking to do some of the same things that you have done as it relates to the modeling industry, just to make sure that they're prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, what have you, before they start trying to enter into this industry?
Well, I guess first off, I tell girls this all the time. Figure out what is your why. Like, why are you doing this anyways? And why are you trying to break into this industry? Are you trying to do it for popularity? Are you trying to do it for money? Are you trying to do it for a platform to be able to gain followers and be able to inspire and speak into the lives of other people? Because I think when you don't even have your foundation of why you're doing this in the picture, it can be easy to get discouraged and just, oh, this isn't working out for me. Like, I haven't done this or that, so I'm done. It's not for me. So that's like the first starting point. And then after that, it's just realizing that God made you exactly how you are, hunty, and all this juiciness. And so you have to be willing to embrace that and know that you are perfect just the way that you are. We fall into a lot of like comparing our bodies, even within the plus size industry, even as uplifting and positive as it could seem. You kind of find yourself falling into that trap of, oh, well, I don't have her size 14 body, or I don't have her vivacious size, 22 body. And
I'm like, listen, Hadassah got these good curves.
Hunty. No, but everybody has something about them that's beautiful, and you have to find what works for you and be okay with that. And the more confidence that you let shine, that attracts other people, including agencies.
That's some really good points about just making sure that you are doing this for the right reasons, because otherwise you're going to get into this emotional roller coaster all of the time of just really not knowing who you are and valuing yourself. So those were some great tips.
Even if you don't have a stereotypical body that you may think they want, sometimes your energy and your portrayal of how you want to be and your confidence that radiates through you, that makes somebody be like, ooh, I want her. I want everything that's with this child right there.
Exactly. So have you dealt with rejection personally in the industry?
There were a lot of people who were just like, oh, she's not the right size for this. She's never going to go far. And honey, was I losing sleep? No. Like, not at all. Like, I had so many people tell me like it wouldn't work out for me because of my size and all of that, and I just had to trust, like, God put me here for a reason. I felt like I was called to be a model, and that was something that was gonna work out for me, and I wasn't gonna let anybody else stop that dream from coming true. As of right now, rejection, not so much. Actually, I've found a lot of success, like with my body type. It's been when I go to my clients and things like that, I'm like the perfect size for them, and it works for me. And of course, I try to do my best to maintain my own health while being a bigger girl, because I think health is very important. A lot of people say, oh, like, Like, can you just like eat all you want to and do whatever you want to since you're a plus size model? Like, no, I don't think that's the purpose of it. If that's your body type, they're using that body type. But if you can try to maintain health and, you know, working out and eating right and things like that, I'm still working on it myself, because Lord knows I love to eat. I'm a foodie. But I do try to like integrate working out here and there, because you got to take care of your body. You only get one body, so you can still be thick and fit and healthy.
All right, so you and I both know that as an aspiring model, when you're starting out, even sometimes when you're already signed to a modeling agency, you can actually get signed by just doing digital pictures. And I actually have a blog that I'll link below in the description all about taking your modeling digital, so make sure you look at that before trying to submit to an agency. So with that, you don't have to always have professional images to get signed to a modeling agency, but it definitely does help you and increases your chances of getting signed to an agency and or booking jobs. So girl, I want you to dive in, give the aspiring models some tips on how they can develop their portfolio as well. So go ahead.
Here's my portfolio with Muse. The basics. Sometimes you think you gotta do all this elaborate stuff. Sometimes just get some clean shots of maybe like up close of your face. Let them see that diversity of, you know, smiling and fierce, you know. Gotta have the versatility. You also want to have some full body shots in there. So from head to toe, you want to make sure you have some 3/4, which is just from like your head, maybe to either like your waist or your knees per se. You want to make sure you have some from the side. Everything is about angles. As a plus size models, we have to realize that our bodies shoot different from different angles, so you have to study yourself. And then just another thing is actually taking the time to invest in high quality shots, a photographer who takes really good shots, and photographers that have connections. I think the industry is about networking, so it's not just about, oh, let me go shoot with my friend who only charges, you know, $100. You are your own business, and that means that you're gonna have some overhead costs. But granted, you invest great upfront, you're gonna see the return on that profit when you start booking clients that can see you in the image that they want, because you took the time up front to invest in really good pictures. So
good pointers. I know myself personally, I have definitely invested in my portfolio. Obviously, when you're first starting out and you're learning your poses and everything, your portfolio may not look as good as it does after you've shot 2, 3, 4 times. So that's why it is important to continuously update your portfolio, because you'll see the growth in yourself as well once you also start getting more comfortable in front of the camera. So invest in a good portfolio. All right, so as promised, the second half of this video, we're gonna get into things such as what is an agency actually looking for in their plus size models.
Plus size does have different height and size requirements. So I would say anywhere between like 5'8" and taller. If you're 5'7", still don't be afraid to submit, because if you still have a really strong look, then that's just that. They'll still be interested in you. I myself am about 6 feet tall, you know, looking like a tall glass of water. And I think that's kind of the typical cutoff. But again, if you have something very special, agencies are gonna still be interested in you. True plus size is 14 and up. I think another thing they're looking for is skin. Like, do you have great skin? I think skin is a very important thing that agencies and clients look for.
Listen, if you want to be a model, this is the time for you to just make those extra efforts. I mean, last night I put a mask on my face, a clay mask on my face. I had woken up, as you can see, with this little zit right here, and I'm not just gonna wait for the rest of my face to just have acne. I immediately put on a mask to just make sure that my face just continuously looks better.
Yeah, smiles, they want to see what your teeth are looking like. Essentially, how are you taking care of yourself? Grooming, hair, they want to see you in your natural element. For my natural sisters, they want to see your natural hair without any manipulation, or however you want to be marketed as. If you want to be marketed with your natural hair, make sure you submit pictures that show that. If you want to be marketed with straight hair with your weave, make sure you show a good quality image of that. Also, if you don't fit that criteria, still don't be afraid to submit. There are some agencies, I know, like State Management here in New York, they take the non-traditional models. And then also the influencer world has opened up a lot of doors, because if you have influence and you have a big following on Instagram, agencies and clients are very much interested in you, because that's gonna make them a profit.
So now Hadassah is gonna go into talking about how to go about actually submitting to a modeling agency if you wanna be proactive in getting their attention.
Yeah, so first up, go to their website, find the agencies that you're interested, find an agency that you like kind of how their vibe is on Instagram, because finding a good agency that fits you and suits you is very important. So do your research on the agencies first. But when you do your research, go to the website, and most agencies have a particular page on there that gives you instructions on how to submit. If you want to become a model, look for that page. Follow the instructions very specifically. If they tell you the types of pictures that they're looking for in the digitals, and they'll also give instructions on how to submit, whether it's sending an email, whether it's tagging them on Instagram or Facebook. Follow those instructions. And if they're interested, they'll typically write you back. Sometimes they don't write you back if they're not interested, but it doesn't hurt to like check in, like after maybe a week or so, check in, like, hey, I submitted and wanted to know if there was any feedback.
Just be mindful in terms of the really good point that you just made about following up with agencies. Many agencies are okay with you following up, but make sure that you read the fine print on their website under the submission sections. Some agencies say on their site, do not follow up. We will reach out to you if we're interested.
So another option that you can do in regards to submitting online is looking into open calls and the open calls that agencies have. Kamla actually has a video where she gives you all the information on how you can go meet with these agencies in person. So be sure to check that out as well.
Those are really great points about submitting online, attending agency open calls. And like she said, I do have another video specific to that topic that just gives you a lot more information. So make sure you check out the link below.
Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for having me, Kamla. Just to all of you guys out there that are interested in being a model, listen to all the things that we've said. It's very, very simple. Go to your agencies that you like, submit your things, be sure that it's very specific to what they want. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like Kamla mentioned, this is the perfect time to focus on self-care. Get yourself prepared mentally of what it takes to be a model. Keep doing your research. Due diligence, guys. You have to be sure you know what you're getting into. And if you need more help on posing and just other factors about the industry, Kamla's a coach, guys. She got you. So be sure that y'all go follow her and check out all of her tips on posing, other industry insiders. And I'm wearing green today because I was feeling kind of successful, and that's the sign of money. Green is a sign of money. And I know a couple of y'all gonna be out here making money too. So stick to it, stay determined, follow after your dreams, y'all. It's not an overnight process. It can be, but it's not. You gotta work hard and stay determined. And I hope to see some of you guys on some of the sets I'm on, some of the sets Kamla's on, and on my TV and billboards. I know that you guys are headed for success.
Awesome. I am so happy that we were able to do this together. Although we are on opposite sides of the country right now, I'm so happy that we were able to just help aspiring models out there. So submitting to an agency, let's face it, that part is easy. But the other aspect of the industry is what often prevents people from actually being successful within the modeling agency or the modeling industry. So what are those things? You want to ensure that you know how to properly develop your portfolio, knowing which photographers to use, which stylists, makeup artists, what kind of looks, makeups to use, not use. You want to make sure that you know what types of contracts are out there that modeling agencies offer, which ones to sign, which ones not to sign. You want to make sure that you're avoiding agency scams, because let's face it, not every agency out there is reputable. As she mentioned, I'm a professional model as well, and I am a modeling coach. So I actually teach aspiring models on a private one-on-one level. We literally spend hours together in a live face-to-face video chat with just you and I, so they have a successful entry and a successful career in the modeling industry in my private class. So if you're interested, just definitely go to my website. You can definitely book me directly on my website, or feel free to first email me if you have any specific questions about my coaching program. And again, once again, thank you so much for following both of us on our social media channels. All of that information will be linked below in the description. Also, the videos mentioned, such as about posing, will be linked in the description as well. So don't limit yourself, but at the end of the day, this is an industry that takes work, it takes commitment, it takes finances, and you have to be willing to be dedicated to this, just like you would with any other corporate job. All right, that's it for our tips on how you could potentially be a successful plus size model that is signed with a reputable modeling agency. So until the next video, if you have any questions, definitely reach out to us. Also, leave comments below if you have any specific questions about the modeling industry, and we'll get back with you. So until the next one, have a great week. Bye.